I mean, I think Lexi and I were just so excited, like, kind of just taking it all in. The flight was actually really easy. We slept like 7 of the 9 hours, so it felt really short. I think I'm most excited about the fans, like the European fan experience seems very different. I heard they're nuts. I heard they're into the game and they love their team and they expect us to win. So that, that's what I think as a player you want to do. You want to make your fan base proud, play hard every night, play with passion, and that's why I think I got the job. That's what I do. So talking to the coaching staff, it sounds like that's what they're going to expect, and it'll be a race to get close to the team and do to the group.
These are like there's 3 of them.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's actually great building too. Oh, that's good.
Oggi andiamo alla capanna del Pairolo partendo da Montebre, poi avremo un aperitivo e una cena, dormiremo e domani scenderemo come team building per creare un bel ambiente e conoscerci un po' tra di noi in vista della stagione dell'anno prossimo. Se si riescono a gettare delle buone fondamenta, avendo ogni giocatore che è se stesso senza sforzarsi a essere qualcuno che non si è, più si è se stessi più si è felici, secondo me. Ognuno è fatto a suo modo, ognuno ha le sue parti caratteriali positive e negative. Trovare un percorso comune che renda felice ogni individuo della squadra. Di solito agosto è lunga e dura, però sarà comunque soddisfacente arrivare alla fine della preparazione, di sicuro.
All the stuff you talked about, like accountability, trust, giving 100% of practice, it's like all easy things to say now. So I think again, it's like I talked about it before, like it's a lot of what you actually do individual that's going to bring us into being a really good team. And the guys that do it, they will play more, they will have a bigger role, they will have a bigger impact, and they will have a better hockey life this season. The guys that don't want to do it, it's going to be tougher and you better perform and you don't have so many margins in your game. So the more you chip in with all this good stuff you talked about, I think overall, like, look yourself in the mirror. It's a classic expression, but I think that's a big, big thing. Go to yourself, what am I bringing? And then everybody do that and the team will rise, So I think, again, like, perfect word, couldn't ask for more. And then it's, how do I live up to it? Everybody starts from scratch and then, let's go and bring it.
What do you think? Should I shave my asparagus, go all fancy with it? Pretty much what I cook every day. Some sort of potato, some sort of salad. I'm going to do a arugula salad with cherry tomato, feta, some dates. I don't have any crunch. I usually do like a crouton or, I don't know, crushed walnuts or something. And then feta, steak, some roasted cabbage, some roasted asparagus, and sweet potato. I've been around, some of the best players in the world. Like, it's not because of their diet. We love our son, but it's a lot of work, So how can I support her? How can I, be the best dad? Because it is. I mean, hockey can be, a 24/7 thing, and if you don't turn it off, like, it's really challenging to think of other people. So I've gotten much better at it. I would just say your role models growing up, like they're the Michael Jordans and the Tom Bradys and the Kobe Bryants, and they work out for 18 hours a day, and then they play golf after, and I'm reading their books, and I'm like, when were they around their family at all? They weren't. And I don't know that for sure, but it definitely was something that I'm like, I don't know if what worked for them is going to work for me. So, how did I first react? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the timing. You know, there was some heart disease in my family and stuff, and figured start a relationship, start to gain some access points. Like a lot of these diseases don't start overnight. You know, so just try to kind of understand my physiology and what to do about it. Early intervention's typically a good thing, and just got some really troubling news and had to kind of hit pause on training camp, and yeah, it was a lot. I was really happy with just the support of the team and how quickly it all moved. You know, they tried to hustle through appointments and second MRIs and that whole scenario. And I'd say I feel really comfortable with where I'm at moving forward. So I'm you know, grateful for sort of the lesson of it, you know.
Dai con. Okay. Cooling down phase, cooling down phase, cooling down phase, cooling down phase, cooling down phase. Move your legs, move your legs, move your legs, the resistance.
2018, 2019?
Okay. I read your questionnaire.
Yes.
We found that your grandparents had heart disease.
So I have a lot of heart disease in my family.
Yeah.
So I drug deal to zone 2, and I just don't know, you know, why they're flagging in the first place. I don't know. So, I mean, I'm 31. You know, I've had some heart disease in my family and close nearby within the last year. Kind of felt like the adult thing to do. Just begin to, you know, have some information about my cardiology, my heart, and I got some really concerning information after the first day of camp. I had just gotten off the ice, and you know, in the U.S., you take an MRI, and you know, it takes a few weeks to get read, and you know, the cardiologist was like, "Whoa," the imaging was, you know, very concerning. It didn't mean, you know, Connor, you can never play again. It just meant like, we have to make sure that your health currently is not what I saw, you know, on July 18th when I had, you know, the MRI. And we've learned about this, you know, there's different, I was able to work with, you know, the team doctors. I called the NHLPA, and, you know, they have access to some really high-end doctors. One of them was from the U.S., actually moved to Lausanne, Switzerland. Dr. Aaron Bagish was his name. And, you know, I got a second opinion with him and followed up with extra MRIs, extra echocardiograms, extra VO2 max stress tests. And yeah, the trajectory of whatever was snapshot in the summer is cleaned up, and I can proceed, you know, without limit. It just, they had to make sure it was not, you know, cardiomyopathy, and it wasn't. So it seems like I got a totally good bill of health, and thank God, because it's just a long way to go to, you know, have something like that happen. And going back to the respecting the career and the life thing, you know, it was a truly tremendous reminder of there's a lot you don't control here as a person, as a player. So, you know, engage with what I can, you know, wholeheartedly and intentionally.
Great, let's get into it. So a couple of overall principles that mindset-wise that we want to be mentally ready. So when we get to the rink, you're actually ready to play hockey. So every time, you know, when you put your hand on that handle, plus and minus points, be ready to be focused in 3-4 hours, whatever it might be. And then most of the days you can walk away from here and have a good feeling. If you think about too much stuff, come to us, we try to explain why we do what we're doing, to then leave here with a kind of a peace, and be happy with yourself and enjoy life overall. Want to be like aggressive, skate forward, a hit here and there doesn't hurt. So that will also get the crowd going, and that we actually show. It's a way of showing that we actually care. And then maybe the biggest thing at the bottom, willingness to help your teammate. So it's the plus and minus point, we actually try to help each other. We have a bad fucking turnover. All right, fuck, I need to back check for this guy, this time. Next time it's the other way around. So then you can actually trust each other, it's more fun, we actually show each other that we care and try to help each other. So the other stuff would not work, and if you're not willing to show that you want to help your teammates, you're probably not going to take as much. So that's a big thing. Like actually try to protect each other out there. We're a team for a reason.
Oggi cosa stai facendo?
Esercizi per rinforzare l'adduttore, giusto? Puoi parlare anche tu, eh? No, esercizi per rinforzare l'adduttore. Si progredisce grazie al nostro Simo e a Mattia Gini, e speriamo settimana prossima, no?
Adesso tu tieni conto che quando lo strappo, la lesione muscolare vuol dire che ti si allargano un pochino le fibre. Così se tu sali piano piano puoi arrivare tranquillamente al 100%. Quando vedi che ti dà fastidio ti fermi.
Okay. Ricordo che andavo sempre a vedere le partite del Lugano quando potevo, insieme a qualche giocatore o compagno di squadra facevamo stupidaggini in tribuna. O stavamo nei corridoi a giocare a hockey mentre giocavano la partita, quindi non guardavamo, appena il pubblico esultava magari dal corridoio tornavamo dentro per esultare anche noi. Diciamo siamo sempre stati un po' dei pazzi, perciò non ti dico che ho mai seguito l'hockey per vedere giocare qualcuno eccetera, ma piuttosto per il tifo, piuttosto che per festeggiare quando qualcuno segnava, quando la squadra vinceva. Mio papà, come anche mia mamma, penso che mi abbiano insegnato la maggior parte delle cose che so fare oggi, o comunque le basi. Ha cercato sempre di darmi consigli, di aiutarmi, penso sia anche normale come papà. Credo che entrambi siamo dei giocatori, piuttosto anche delle persone con molta passione, con molta grinta. Credo che lui mi abbia insegnato anche il fatto di mai mollare, di provarci sempre, di dare il massimo e poi si vedrà quello che succede. Credo che il fatto di dire le cose al momento giusto non debba essere mai una cosa sforzata in base a per chi sei o perché sei in quel posto o in quella squadra. Provo sempre a dire quello che penso, e per chi mi conosce sa anche che se sbaglio
non ho nessun problema a dire che mi sono sbagliato, perché sbagliamo tutti, e secondo me è quella la cosa più difficile da fare a volte, è ammettere di avere sbagliato o piuttosto di avere fatto un errore in una determinata situazione, ma credo anche che un po' di vulnerabilità faccia bene a tutti.
Before games, I like to, if I have time to do a workout. I think it's just nice to be. One part is we spend a lot of time together as coaching staff and with players, and it's good to get some time alone. You get a sweat in, you can hit the shower, you feel a little bit more sharper. Good to get outside, and get some fresh air. So I do a better job after. That's what I think. I think everybody's coming from different backgrounds and different experience, and some coaches have a lot of player experience, some don't, some have a good degree from university, and you can have an edge from that. So I think it's not like this is the way everybody needs to be a coach. I think you can come from a lot of different directions. You can have a lot of different experience, and also life and different life stories. Some coaches like to talk with the players a lot. Some are more conservative. So I think you can do it different. It's more like get the team to actually believe in what you're saying and listen to you and follow it, than that you need to be on the exact way, for me at least. Yeah, I think I had an advantage of like playing poker, that you learn also how to handle losses and not overreact, stay calm, stay focused on the next decision you're going to take. I think that helps a lot, even in hockey. It's you need to learn from your mistakes, but also like the next decision you take, that's going to be the most important. Like what happens, so learn from it, but you also need to take the next decision, and that could be in like 3 seconds, right? So it's not like you have 3 days to think about it. It's like you need to take a new decision now and do that as good as you can. So I think that's a thing that really helps in hockey as well, both on the bench and in the locker room.